Hi, my name is Elizabeth Severino. People call me Dr. Liz. This is the second in a series of videos we're creating for you so that you can get maximum use, maximum enjoyment, and the maximum health benefits from the use of your Rainbow Lights diffusers and your Young Living essential oils. So what we're going to do now is give you some ideas of what else you can do with your diffuser beyond what you might have already done. We showed you putting purification into the diffuser a little earlier, but we really didn't talk about what purification is for. Purification is totally appropriately named. It does exactly what its name says it does. It purifies. It's exceptionally good for getting on your animal's fur and also on your body and your clothing, and it will help naturally, I believe, these are my opinions, and what I use it for. I find that it helps repel, parasites, fleas, ticks, etc. I find that when I run purification in my diffusers in my house, my animals practically get no fleas or ticks during the season. Now I do some other things as well. It's not the only part of my holistic flea and tick program, but it's a strong part of my holistic, flea and tick program. It took me running purification in 4 diffusers. It took me 3 days to completely fill my house with it, and I noticed a really big difference after that. Peppermint is another oil that has a lot of uses and is particularly good for diffusing when you are having issues with really hot weather and or when you want to breathe a little easier. Peppermint's pretty strong, and it's one of the oils that I already did it when I first put it into a diffuser, so really be careful with it. Make sure that you're underdoing with the oil, maybe a couple drops first, with a full cup of water, which is what your diffusers hold, and then get used to that before you might move a little bit further, knowing that your animals' noses are going to be, for the most part, way more powerful than yours. Peace and calming. Again, all the opinions you're hearing on this video are mine, and I really, I'm not meaning to infer or imply any medical or veterinary diagnosis here. I'm just wanting to share what I have found totally works. So peace and calming. Peace and calming, I diffuse it where my pets spend most of their time, and it's great for overall relaxation. It helps with overcoming any fear-based training or behaviors, such as I run into all the time because I rescue a lot of animals, or behavioral issues or anxiety. And it's really, really good, for example, to run in daycare. Daycare organizations, I have found, some of my people really report back that they're blessed that they have found peace and calming. So this is a really good one to diffuse. This is Thieves. Thieves is definitely one of my most favorite oils. I find that Thieves is an incredible cleaner. It can be used in part of every diffusion program, I feel. I've used it to eliminate mold. I've used it for, like I said, cleaning practically everything. And I've used it, especially during, we're not experiencing that now because we're in the heat of summer here, but during the winter time, I diffuse Thieves, often along with purification. I'll talk about that in a minute. I diffuse Thieves to help, protect the area against any kind of flu or other bacterial virus, whatever, that somebody coming into the house, might have on them. And we seem to stay real healthy when we pay attention to that, and we use Thieves in that way. So this is frankincense. The label's a little bit worse to wear because I use this one a lot. And frankincense I use for emotional balance, for grounding, I believe it offers tremendous properties for immune system support, and it also benefits the skin and the hair, so I diffuse that as well. And I was spending a lot of time working with an animal that had an incredibly advanced case of demodectic mange, and frankincense was one of the oils that I diffused to help him get his coat back. Lavender, oh my heavens, lavender, somebody ought to be writing poems about lavender. Lavender is incredible. Lavender is very calming for people and animals. It's very gentle. It's an extraordinary first oil to diffuse, unless you have a real good reason to use another one. It's helpful for almost everything. It can help with, I've used it to help with allergies, again, skin conditions, overall general good feeling, general calming, peaceful nature. I just really think it's an awesome oil, and often I will combine it with other oils, and a lot of times I'll just diffuse it by itself. So this would be Gentle Baby if I still had it with me, and I don't. I'm not sure what happened to it, but we're going to make this video anyway today, so bear with me. This is Gentle Baby. Gentle Baby is wonderful for, guess what, babies, kittens, puppies, all wee ones of any species. It's really great for emotional balance. It's useful for early training. It's useful for, we have found, new parents, especially mothers. It's great for relaxation, and it's also great for introducing a new pet into the home, or for introducing a new person to the pet. So pretend that this is Gentle Baby, and maybe if we ever get to redoing this video, we will actually have the bottle. I obviously lent it out to somebody, and I thought it was there, and it isn't. This one you can pretend is Trauma Life. I also don't have that one in my rack. I thought I did. It's gone, and probably lent it to somebody. So Trauma Life can be diffused for storm anxiety, for noise phobias, for the loss of a pet, for any healing we have found for any kind of like loss or trauma related activity. It doesn't even matter when the trauma occurred as it comes to you. If you are having memory of it, either conscious memory or body memory, then you can use it. So imagine that this is Trauma Life, and again, if we get to redoing this video, maybe our bottle will return by then. So one of the combinations you can do, a lot of you have been emailing me, what else can you do besides diffusing the single oils you might have? You can mix oils. And it doesn't, in some cases it matters whether the oil is a single oil or a blend, so I'm just going to give you some of my favorites. These are two what are called single oils. There's lavender in this, and there is lemon in this. Lavender, you already know, is wonderful for peace and calming, and lemon adds a wonderful briskness and crispness to the air. What I generally do is 2/3, 1/3, so it's 2/3 lavender, 1/3 lemon, and that's a really wonderful blend. This is another thing that you can do. Thieves is a blend, and so is Purification. That means they have multiple oils inside them. I happen to like mixing the blends. So what I'll do is, as you already know, I will start out with Purification, and then sometimes what I'll do is I'll add 3 or 4 drops of Thieves when I refill my diffuser to add some more water and oil to it. And I really, really like the way that smells as an alternate. And then sometimes I'll use that as a morph, the way I morph from perhaps Purification to Thieves. So I'll do Purification with a little Thieves mixed in, and then Thieves. Another of the blends I like to make, or actually I should call them mixes that I like to make, is frankincense and orange. Frankincense is wonderful for grounding, and orange is great for the digestive tract. And the two of them together are just, they really make a very, very nice mix. And what I'll do here is I'll do maybe half and half. So I do half frankincense and oh well, I know the oils, and soon I'll get my tongue to work too. So half frankincense and half orange. A number of you have also emailed asking me what you can do when you want to sequence the oils. I generally a filled diffuser on low volume set at the 5-second on, 50-second off. You're going to get a good 3 days of diffusing if you do it 7x24 as I do. I have diffusers running in every room of my house like nonstop. I just love what it's done for my health and for the health of all those I share my world with. So one thing you can do, for example, is you can diffuse Purification, and then when your diffuser runs out and it's time for you to refill it, then you can refill it with Thieves. And you already know that you can also add Thieves to Purification, and then the next time you actually totally empty it and fill it with Thieves. So you know you can do that. And then like 6 days later or 7 days later, however long things work for you, then you can add a blend of the lemon and the lavender. So that's one sequencing, and then repeat it. And I have found that is just absolutely, it's divine. It's just really divine when you experience it, and you'll love keeping your senses alert to the changing that happens, and you'll feel it in your body, or I do anyway. We feel it in our bodies here when we do this. Another sequencing that I use here, and by the way, virtually everything that I use is designed to be used by non-human animals as well as human animals, because that's my passion, as those of you who know me know. You can do frankincense for a couple days until your diffuser runs out, and you can do lavender again for a couple days if you want until, again, the diffuser runs out. You can do cypress again for a couple days until the diffuser runs out, and then you can do Purification again for a couple days, until the diffuser runs out. And then guess what? Yes, you can also sequence this one with the one that we just did that goes from Purification to Thieves. So depending upon the oils you have, you really have a wonderful program now that can keep you completely alert and fresh to the oils, handling a lot of different issues, and really, really have a good time with your diffusers.